Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Market Misfits. Oh, Bitcoin is pushing towards a new all-time high. We're currently at 60,500. We're hitting this daily resistance over here. So we're going to be taking a deeper look into the Bitcoin chart. So we're also going to be taking a look closer at XRP as it have broken out of this resistance trend right here from our equidistant triangle on the daily. So we're going to be taking a closer look at this chart. Looking at the coin market cap data, we have pushed into extreme greed over here, you guys. So as we're approaching the all-time high, be aware of this. This is, for those of you that are new, this is a gauge that measures the sentiment in the cryptocurrency market, primarily Bitcoin. So in general, want to be buying over here and selling as we get over here somewhere. So we're getting into the extreme greed today. So it's important to note that for Bitcoin, prices up on 7 days, on the week, 18%. On the 24 hours, we're up 6%. 1 hour, we were coming down a little bit as we were approaching the all-time high. The market cap for Bitcoin is over 1 trillion right now. And we're looking at XRP down here. We gained 1 billion, so almost 2 billion. We're at almost 32 billion. So a couple billion gained for XRP. The push from yesterday put us up on the 7 days. So we're up actually 8.7%. So there is a bright side, and it seems like maybe we could be saving the best for last over here. Is that going to be what happens? Only time will tell. So we're going to go over some information that we dropped in our group Market Misfits. If you're not in Market Misfits, then come over to Market Misfits. Be sure to check out the news feed, check out the guide section for training and for more analysis and literature for trading and investing inside of the files section. This is an outlook that we are having on the weekly for Bitcoin. We're going to be going to more depth on this as we get into the charts, but it was looking like we're forming a possible cup and handle. So looking for a breach above the all-time high and a possible retracement down here back to the support at around 50,000 for Bitcoin. So it's be quite a dramatic swing if things play out this way. So here are the numbers right here. So if we sweep the highs up on Bitcoin and go to 75 and retrace back down to 45 or 50, that would be quite a retracement, and that could be the precursor to launch us forward and claim this all-time high as support up here as we continue on to blow the top off here. Might be a little extreme here in the pullback, but better be prepared for something like this than sorry. This could present a really good opportunity to buy. Now, the difference between buying below the all-time high and buying after we get confluence on top of the all-time high, claiming it as support, are two totally different things. So we could see a dramatic price swing here. So just FYI. So for XRP yesterday, once again, we did go over 56 cents, our resistance on XRP, and we were pushing 59 cents currently. Bitcoin dominance has surged. So this is one of our first indicators that Bitcoin was going to continue up. But what's pushing Bitcoin? We're just going to go over this real fast, and then we're going to get into an article and look at some charts. Just wanted to highlight a few things real fast. So this is coming from record weekly inflows for Bitcoin. So Crypto Investment Insights weekly inflows. So this is an abbreviation of an article from the Crypto Basics. We've had a lot of inflows coming in. So weekly inflows. Digital asset investment products witnessed substantial weekly inflows totaling an impressive 598 million. This marks the fourth consecutive week of inflows, bringing year-to-date inflows to a staggering 5.7 billion. The crypto investment landscape is thriving, accounting for 55% of the record inflows witnessed in 2021. The regional focus, United States, dominating the scene with the lion's share inflows of 610 million. Grayscale, a key issuer, played a significant role despite experiencing outflows of 436 million last week. Global impact, minor inflows were noted in Brazil, 8.2 million, and Switzerland, 2.1 million. However, Canada and Sweden experienced outflows totaling 18 million and 8 million, respectively. Crypto assets in focus, Bitcoin obviously has taken the spotlight here. Bitcoin leads the pack with 570 million in inflows last week, contributing to year-to-date total of 5.6 billion. Ethereum attracted 17 million in inflows. Chainlink and XRP gathered inflows 1.8 million and 1.1 million respectively. Solana faced outflows. So this says because of outages, but I think the more the truth is that Solana was way up. They pushed Solana way up, and it was time to take some profits. Equity investor sentiment: blockchain equities experienced outflows totaling 81 million, signaling a cautious approach among equity investors in the current market environment. Asset management snapshot: total assets under management, or the AUM, peaked US 6.83 billion earlier in the week, marking the highest point since December 2021. So we also dropped this. So we're at the highest levels, or we're at some of the highest levels since 2021. Been 3 years nearly. Global impact: while the crypto market landscape is vibrant with notable inflows, equity investors exhibit a degree of caution, as evidenced by blockchain equities outflow. So this is because of regulations and everything that are coming into the market. We're going to take a quick look at this, and then we're going to get on to another article. We're getting some charts. Just want to highlight some points. So I know a lot of people were wondering what's driving this. Well, the halving is coming up around the corner. We're seeing record weekly inflows into the market. And then also we're seeing negative dollar news throughout the week. Tomorrow we have inflation data and unemployment claims, just FYI. So this is showing the inflows and outflows here for Bitcoin on the week. Coin shares. Here we see Grayscale Investments up here at the top. iShares, Fidelity, 21 shares. And then here we have the assets. So flow by asset. And you can see that Bitcoin has clearly trampled the rest of the market. So we have XRP down here at 70. You guys, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we saw this stuff flip towards the end of the bull market and we see XRP start to move up the ranks here. Coins by exchange. So Australia, Brazil, Canada, France, United States, they have down here. And you can see that the assets under management, even though we're down here at the bottom of the chart, they're doing this in alphabetical order, I think. Yes, it appears we're doing this in alphabetical order. So we're seeing the largest number down here at the bottom. We're going to take a look at this article. The MicroStrategy sells shares to buy 3,000 more Bitcoin for 155 million, now holds 193,000 Bitcoin. So these people are buying Bitcoin at these levels or near these levels. So, given that we have moved up the past couple of days, they're still buying. MicroStrategy has continued to augment its Bitcoin BTC holdings, recently disclosing the purchase of 3,000 more Bitcoin for over 155 million, recovered from sales of its shares. Michael Saylor, a prominent Bitcoin bull and executive chairman at MicroStrategy, recently called attention to the development in a post on X. Saylor shared a Form 8K filed by MicroStrategy with the U.S. SEC today, so the Securities and Exchange Commission, detailing the circumstances surrounding the purchase. MicroStrategy, here's the tweet: MicroStrategy has acquired an additional 3,000 Bitcoin for 155 million at an average price of 51,000 per Bitcoin. Okay, so we start to see this might serve as a pretty decent indicator as to where we could find the support, as they would be likely to defend their positions at around 51,813 as of 2/25, so February 25th, 2024. MicroStrategy now holds 193,000 Bitcoin, acquired for 6.9 billion at an average price of 31,000 per Bitcoin. Information from the filing confirms that MicroStrategy acquired the Bitcoin tokens between February 15th and February 25th at an average price of 51,000 per Bitcoin. This brings the total purchase amount for the tokens 3,000 tokens at 155,439,000. According to MicroStrategy, the fund's leverage for the purchase were sourced from the sales of its shares and excess cash it recovered from the last year's operations. Given Bitcoin price of 51,427, the recent acquired tokens are now worth 154.2 million, indicating a short-term unrealized loss of 1.15 million. Overall, MicroStrategy's Bitcoin stash has now appreciated to 193,000 Bitcoin tokens. The firm noted in the filing that it procured these tokens at an average cost of 31,000. So this will also be a key level that they could be defending down at the around the 30,000 support if we take a pullback. This brings it because it seems like we're going up pretty fast as the halving is approaching, but just as we looked at the inflows from these people, the purchasing from these people is continuing to drive the price. This brings the total aggregated cost of its Bitcoin holdings to 6.9 billion. Impressively, these tokens are now valued at $9,925,424,510, or $9.9 billion, against prevailing rates, suggesting that MicroStrategy is now witnessing a massive 3.8 billion profit on its Bitcoin bet. MicroStrategy to sustain its Bitcoin purchase campaign. The latest purchase disclosure comes from less than a week after Michael Saylor confirmed that MicroStrategy will continue buying Bitcoin forever. While speaking with Bloomberg last week, the dedicated Bitcoin proponent emphasized that he will continue purchasing as Bitcoin is the exit strategy. While some raised concerns of the emergence of a spot Bitcoin ETS, making it more difficult for MicroStrategy to produce more, to keep procuring more Bitcoin, Saylor dismissed these concerns, expressing bullishness towards the product. In April 2022, amid the bear market, Saylor also stressed that he would not stop buying Bitcoin. The recent development marks MicroStrategy's second disclosure of Bitcoin purchase this year. The company started buying Bitcoin in August 2022 with an initial purchase of 21,454 Bitcoin for 250 million. Since then, it has continued to increase its stash, making it one of the largest Bitcoin holders. You guys come on over to Market Misfits, and when you do, don't forget to check the guides in the files section. This is 100% free to come in here and be part of the team. We have paid services for accelerated learning and trading and investing, but they are never pressed on anybody. We're just here to share as much as we can. We can't always get on video, so we had to make a place where we could post articles and analysis. So we are also giving away free signals here at Market Misfits. So you're going to see a page, a Facebook page, and a group. You can follow the page, and you have to send an invite to get into the group. So here we are on the weekly chart for Bitcoin. As you can see, we are coming back down to retest the 60,000 mark, as we have these resistance right here at around 60.5 thousand per, 60,000, 60,500 Bitcoin. So you can see these rejections right here. Would not be surprised at all if we saw a pullback come over here. Last time we were at these levels, we're here on the weekly, we had a retracement from these levels. So, and then we had another push to take out the highs before we drop. So what would that look like if we repeat this? That would bring us down to our 30,000 mark. As you remember, when we first came up to around 60,000, 63,000, 64,000, 66,000 in that area. That would bring us back down here to our support at around 30K. Now, not in any way, shape, or form saying this is what's going to happen, really expecting to see a blow off the top here, but this is what happened last time. So it's good to look at these just to get an idea of what could happen if this should happen over here. The main places that we're looking for a pullback here, if we come and spike the top at around 80,000 and come out and go for a retracement, we'd be looking for price action confirmation at around 42,000. The most recent support starts at 47,000. So from 47,000 down to 42,000, we'd be looking for price action and other fundamental indicators for potential buying before we go blow the top off. So we could also see something like this happen where we just go straight up and claim the all-time high as support. If this happens, then we're going to be looking for these signs as we claim the all-time high as support. So is that going to be what's going to happen? Only time will tell. We're going to be keeping everyone up to date the best we can inside the group. So don't forget to come and join us. So here's our XRP position from yesterday. So we're looking at the daily time frame. Here we did break this symmetrical triangle on the daily time frame, so it did hold. So here is our setup that we've been day trading. So we did get our inverse head and shoulders here. here is our inverse head and shoulders after our break. We had a deep retracement over here on this left shoulder, but we'll be looking for something similar down here. If we come to retest this resistance trend, we still have a gap here on the 4-hour. So we'll be looking at around 56 cents for retracement. If it's going to retrace, this is where we're going to be looking for somewhat of a similar pattern, any type of reversal pattern in price action with correlating or divergent Bitcoin sentiment. As we see our channel here on the XRP versus Bitcoin chart, the daily time frame, we have exited down out of the channel. We did end up going below sub 5 zeros. So we're at 50972 on XRP versus Bitcoin chart. Sounded the alarm here. So we're also going to be keeping a closer eye on this chart as Bitcoin makes the all-time high to see if a sell-off happens, if we start to see this correlate or disagree to be divergent against Bitcoin. That means that the price of XRP would start to go the opposite direction of Bitcoin as investors are taking profits on Bitcoin and buying XRP. So XRP has not really moved, and expecting to see a burst of momentum to come out of XRP at some point during the bull run. And I do think it's safe to say that we are in the bull run. Not to say that we are not going to be taking any major retracements right now, because that's very likely considering that we have moved up and we have several huge gaps. As we have moved up so fast, we have got to go back and fill orders at some point. So be looking out for a pullback on Bitcoin. But when that happens, I'm going to be also paying closer attention over here to the XRP versus Bitcoin chart for a reversal pattern. But are going to be looking on intradays and at the smaller time frames on the 1-hour time frame to see if we can catch an early grab on XRP should this turn around and we go back inside of our channel up here. Here we are with the altcoin market. We're looking at the daily time frame as we're pressing against our resistance here. So we have 9 hours and 11 minutes left on the daily candle. What we're looking for is a break past this resistance for the altcoin market. So if Bitcoin breaks and makes a new all-time high and we set above this resistance on the altcoin market, then we have a wide open gap over here. So this is nearly $100 billion gap for the altcoin market. Altcoins excluding the top 10, so not the middle to small cap projects, we'll be taking a closer look at. The order usually goes large caps, middle caps, small caps, meme coins. So we're going to be keeping everyone up to date the best that we can inside of the group. So don't forget to come over to Market Misfits. And if you have any questions or need to send a message, and just reach out and holler, drop a comment, send us a message, and we will see y'all on the next one. See ya.